Make of that test match on the weekend, the intensity, the performance as well?
Yeah, it was obviously a big occasion for the whole spectacle, and it was awesome. We were obviously just disappointed and gutted we couldn't finish the job, but equally we had a lot of fun out there and we're already excited for Saturday.
What are the key things that you look at this week to improve as you head to play at Cape Town?
Yeah, we're just sort of focusing on a few small margins and just about finishing the game. It was evident we couldn't quite close it out the way we wanted to, and that's what we're striving to do, finish the job.
What was your sense out there in that last 20 minutes? Were things just not clicking as they were for the previous hour, or decisions not going your way?
Yeah, I think just playing what's in front. We just needed to play with what was in front and then keep playing footy, I think was the key.
What's the mood like after a test like that when the main talking points are like the refereeing and what happened during the haka? Like, do you guys talk about that?
We haven't mentioned any of that stuff. It's all on us and the performance, because ultimately refereeing, you can influence a referee, but you can't control their decisions, and that's how it always will be. And then obviously there's been talk about the pre-game haka stuff, but we don't mention it, it's all outside stuff.
South African Rugby have just apologised for what happened. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, obviously nice of them to apologise, but it's pretty hard to get the timings right for an airplane I'm picking, so stuff like that happens.
Did you notice it? Like, what, can you just run us through how it felt?
Yeah, personally I didn't notice it. No, we were all just looking up, eyeing up our opponents, and then I didn't see it or hear it, so just in the zone.
What do you think gave you guys the edge in that first hour, 27-17? Looked like the game was that tough for you guys. What do you need to do again this week?
Yeah, I think we started the game well, and then we let the Springboks come in at certain times, and whether it was through errors or discipline, they got back into the game and got down in our half. So I think for us, it's nullifying that, being squeaky clean to not let them play the way they want to.
Then in terms of that second half, what do you think happened when you sort of let South Africa come back?
Sorry, mate.
I'm saying in terms of that second half, late in that second half, when you sort of let South Africa come back, what do you think? Was there lapses of concentration, fatigue, or what?
Potentially bits of that, but we just sort of fell into the trap, and whether it was discipline or an error, that's how teams and that's how they got back into the game. So rugby's a simple game, and if you nullify that, the team can't come back.
Ethan, you guys got a really nice reception at the airport. Had a bunch of local fans. How'd that feel?
Yeah, real cool. Yeah, I've heard before I started playing footy, but heard that the support in Cape Town especially is huge, and it's pretty cool to see that 50, 100 supporters screaming and supporting us. It's awesome.
So you're looking forward to having quite a few of them in the stadium on Saturday?
It makes it feel like home, doesn't it? So we appreciate the support worldwide, and love it.
Have you played in Cape Town before?
I have, back in 2019 for the Crusaders, and the support was huge then, so I'm imagining it'll be bigger.
Ethan, have you spoken to your dad? I mean, he was a year older, and how much do you guys speak to each other?
I spoke to Dad a couple of days ago, and talk all the time, father-son, so we're pretty tight. So he's good, just chipping away in Japan with a big pre-season. So.
And any tips that he's given?
None this week, but it's early in the week. So could be one by Friday, Saturday that is.
There was quite a build-up to this Ellis Park match. Is there any pressure? Is there more pressure now because of the result for this one?
I don't think so. I think we're actually probably more excited because we know we were close in that game. So the motivation's high to get it right for the second. So I don't think so.
Ethan, just in terms of altitude, Cape Town's a bit soft on the lungs than the high part. Did you feel the altitude back in Ellis Park, and
Just what are the conversations in terms of Cape Town and how that possibly play a role?
Yeah, personally, I've never played at altitude, but yeah, you get the dry mouth, the dry nose, all that stuff, so I'm guessing that is the factor. So yeah, playing at sea level might be a difference, but yeah, it doesn't change anything.
We know the Springboks changes their team often, but Peter Secretary might be back at blindside this week. How do you anticipate that going up against him?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the team will be, but if I got the shot, yeah, it's always good to match yourself against a world-class player, isn't it? So yeah, would relish it.
Ethan, you spoke about when you were getting 2019 with Crusaders and obviously the rival between Boks and All Blacks, but does not playing them as often as you guys did in Super Rugby in South Africa factor into when you come up against like the physical Peter Stephs of the world? Was it that hard draft that you had in Super Rugby and now you only really seeing it at test level?
Yeah, I think generally everyone misses the South African games and the tours. So yeah, I think it is a bit gutting that it hasn't continued, but when we do get the opportunities like this, which is rare, yeah, you're testing yourself against the world champs and a team that plays physical rugby. So yeah, gutting that it's not regular, but exciting that we can do it.
Would it be cool to do a full tour? You know, would that be something you'd be interested in doing, playing midweek games and like 4 tests or something?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, that'd be wicked, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Stay there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, I think that'd be awesome.
With the lack of that rivalry continuing, does this then make this the anticipation for games like this and these two matches? Does it increase that anticipation?
I think so. Yeah, because like who knows when the next tour is? 2 years I'm picking, so you don't often get to play the Springboks, and yeah, it's such a cool place to play rugby in Africa, South Africa that is, and yeah, as an international player, this is where you want to be and the matches you want to be involved in, so very special.
Just Ethan, a follow-up on that question as well. What do you think will take to beat the Springboks this weekend? Like what areas do you need to touch up to get over the line this weekend?
I think the breakdown is going to be an important aspect, so if we take away their guys that can get over the ball, that'll go a long way, and then just finishing what we start. Simple 2 things, but I think we'll go a long way.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.